Mount your television conveniently above your fireplace. The mount allows you to keep the TV safely up and out of the way when not in use. Then you can pull it down to eye level for comfortable viewing. This mount can support televisions weighing between 61 and 110 pounds and is designed to mount to wood studs or a concrete wall above your fireplace mantel. This full-motion mount allows for a 60-degree swivel, 10-degree leveling rotation, and 15-degree tilt for glare reduction. Things to consider before you install the mount. 1. While a fire is lit, use an infrared thermometer to check the temperature of the approximate mounting location. The temperature at the front of the fireplace mantel must never exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. If mounting to wood studs, the studs must be spaced no more than 24 inches apart. These studs should be symmetrically positioned, or the installation will not be even. The drywall must be no more than 5/8 of an inch thick. 3. The distance from the mantel of the fireplace to the wall must be less than 12 inches. 4. This fireplace TV mount is designed for larger and heavier TVs. If your TV weighs less than 61 pounds, the arm may not fully lower under the weight of the TV. 5. The minimum vertical space between the bottom of the wall plate and the top of the mantel will change depending on the depth of the mantel. Deeper mantels will require higher vertical clearance to ensure that the TV and the mount arm have enough clearance when raised and lowered. Installation. Find the center. Use a tape measure to determine the center point of the mantel. Mark the center line with a pencil or tape. Wood stud installation option. Locate the studs. Use a stud finder to locate the studs in your wall, then mark the edges of each stud with a pencil. Determine the placement of the template by referring to the mantel depth chart. Hold the template to the wall and use a bubble level to ensure straightness. Tape the template in the location that lines up with the center of the wood studs and mark the 4 locations where you will drill your pilot holes. Drill 4 pilot holes using a 3/16 inch drill bit to a depth of 2.7 inches. Concrete or brick installation option. Determine the placement of the template by referencing the mantel depth chart. Use a bubble level to ensure straightness, then tape the template in the final mounting location. Mark all 4 corners and 2 in the middle of the template. Remove the template and drill 6 pilot holes using a 3/8 inch masonry drill bit to a depth of 2.7 inches. Clear any dust and debris from the pilot holes and insert the 6 provided concrete anchors. Connect the spring arm. Connect the spring arm to the wall plate using the provided bolts as shown. Optional. Position the spring arm to the left or to the right of the wall plate as needed by sliding the spring arm to required location. Hang the VESA plate. Hang the VESA plate onto the end of the spring arm. Secure the VESA plate to the end of the spring arm by using the provided washers and nuts on the 2 lower bolts protruding through the end of the spring arm. Wood stud mounting option. Install the assembled arm to the wall using the 4 provided lag screws and washers. It is recommended that you use 2 people for this step. Concrete or brick mounting option. Install the assembled arm to the wall using the 6 provided lag screws and washers as shown. It is recommended that you use 2 people for this step. Lower the arm. Pull the spring arm down until it is perpendicular to the wall. Insert the arm lock pin through the holes shown here to lock the arm in the lowered position for easier access to hang the TV. Attach the VESA arms to the TV. Select the appropriate size mounting hardware for your display's mounting holes. Attach the VESA arms using the selected bolts and tighten until secure. Do not over-tighten. Assemble the crossbar. Assemble the crossbar by attaching the crossbar latches over the bar as shown. Then secure them together using the provided bolts through both pieces into the nuts. Then tighten until secure. Attach the crossbar with no soundbar. If a soundbar will not be connected to the mount, attach the crossbar at a height that is close to the bottom of the TV without being visible. Secure it to the VESA arms using the provided bolts and tighten them until secure. Attach the crossbar with soundbar. To connect a soundbar to the mount, attach the crossbar so that it is below the bottom of the screen. Secure it to the VESA arms using the provided bolts and tighten them until secure. Hang the TV on the mount arm. Hang the TV onto the horizontal supports of the mount arm. ensuring that the 4 points of contact are fully seated in their hooks. Install the safety brackets using the provided bolts in all 4 locations, as shown here. Optional soundbar installation. Attach the soundbar to the bolts protruding from the back of the crossbar using the provided washers and nuts or other bolts as identified by the user manual of your device. Adjust the height of the handle as needed. Adjusting the spring arm tension. Remove the arm lock pin and make sure to keep the mount arm in this 90-degree angle when adjusting the spring tension. Adjust the tension of the spring arm until it stops freely at all lowered positions. If the arm raises on its own, then turn the adjustment bolt toward the minus symbol to decrease tension until the arm stops at the desired position. If the arm lowers on its own, then turn the adjustment bolt toward the plus symbol to increase tension until the arm stops at the desired position. Level adjustment. The level of the screen can be adjusted by loosening the nuts on the lower back of the VESA plate. Adjust to the desired level and tighten the nuts back down. Tilt adjustment. The screen can be tilted by loosening the adjustment handle on the upper back sides of the VESA plate. Adjust to the desired tilt and tighten the handle back down. Cable management. Cables can be run through the cable management clips on the underside of the mount arm to prevent the cables from hanging freely. Leave enough slack in the cables to accommodate the range of motion of the mount. Install the cover plates. Install the decorative cover plates onto the top and bottom of the wall plate.